As you saw in the video intro, we have a ton of content to come your way, so without further ado, let's jump right in at the deep end. I am, of course, Jason J. Atkins, here to recap Day 1 of the League of Legends World Championships. The first game will be SKT1 taking on Lemondogs, so let's jump right in and let's get the action underway.
Lemondogs would have rather had that on Tabs' Corki, but it'll work out.
So we're back in the game. As you can see, the hook straight on towards Mandu. He's going to get locked up. The damage coming out. Tabs goes aggressive. They may even get on towards Piglet. Piglet's going to have to tumble away from this one.
So with Lemondogs securing the first and second kills, they did manage to go on and pick up a few more. The momentum does shift in this game though, and this is pretty much the last time you will see Lemondogs in ascendant position.
Away from Swain, that's quite important. The flash comes out. Nuclear's going to get locked up. The charm comes in there, and now Faker is managed to get a soul battery. Faker goes down. Dexter can turn this on his head, but Bengi, now he's got the help. Impact comes in there on towards Zoro. Zero has got unstoppable force available. He does manage to use it. Zoro is going to go on towards Impact. Impact will go down, but Bengi manages to counter it. Dexter going down as well. Bengi gets...
So this is the point where we are going to see SK Telecom 1 start to get back into the game. The momentum shifts. I was watching this at home last night and you could almost feel it. It was palpable. The point that the game shifts, they really don't let go of control. All of a sudden there's just a huge cash differential and there's not much really that Lemondogs could do from that point forward. So let's roll the clip.
He sits, lays and wait. They're going towards Piglet. He seems to be the focus target. Zoro Zero's going to get locked up. Can they go towards Piglet? No, they can't. Piglet comes in. They pick themselves up a double.
With the momentum now in favour of SK Telecom 1, this is a beautiful move to secure the game. This is pretty much the final nail in the Swedes' coffin. What we are going to see is we're going to see Faker and company fake out the, well, apropos it's Faker who's faking it, but they do fake out Baron Pit. They sit to the back wall, basically. Faker jumps over on Ari and just nukes anyone who gets in his way. This was, for my money, the fat lady warming up.
To do anything aggressive.
Oh, Dexter. He's trying to come in, but look at this. They're baiting in there. Piglet's going to be the focus, and he is going to get melted. Unstoppable Force was used out there. They're trying to get on towards Impact, but Impact has just repelled away from this one. Zoro Zero's getting absolutely melted at the back there. Dexter comes in on towards them. Faker's going to be the target. They do manage to get Bengi down. Faker taken low, but he's not going to be enough. And Piglet joins the party. He comes around. Nuke gets condemned on the wall, gets dropped down there. Tabs did take down Faker, but he's the last man standing. And that is going to be absolutely destruction. It's a 4 for 2 to SK Telecom.
So after the Koreans picked up that Baron, they did manage to turn that into constant pressure, knocking towers down, picking up just ridiculous amounts of farm. They then pushed through, and from that point forward, it was always their game to lose. Let's see how they actually closed it out.
Without the Faker ultimate impact if they land a stun, but it's actually Lemondogs who goes in.
Zoro Zero decides to go aggressive, assault battery on towards Piglet, but they've just got no follow-up. There's no damage coming out from Lemondogs, and I can see SKT1 just turning it around. Faker picks up one, picks up two, comes on through, Impact locks in towards it. Tabs trying to do a valiant effort, but he gets caught with the grasping roots. Piglet rolls on through, Mythy gets dropped, he's going to get taken down. Impact will get on towards him, Mandu follows on through, Bengi locks in there, that's going to be Nuke Dog. He got Impact down, but Mythy's the only man standing, and it was a...
Time to move on now. Let's take a look at SK Telecom 1. Again, second featured game for them. This time they take on the Chinese powerhouse of OMG, Battle of Southeast Asia. I was super stoked for this game. This was one of the games that I was really looking forward to, and it could have been potentially the finals of the World Championships as well. Still a chance that it could be, I suppose, but seeing it in groups was pretty nice on the first day, I have to say.
Forced to flash. You don't take that rush as Ken into level 1. It looks like he's going to be going down. Very fast Hassan there, and it looks like they may be able to continue. Bengi trying to help. This would be a double buff transfer. Oh, he hits the Q. He follows the Sonic Wave, and he gets the safeguard out as well. They've just stolen.
After the tower dive on top, which saw San on Corki picking up a kill, we do now see Faker on Gragas mid. He manages to return the favour. Good flip back towards the tower. Does manage to pick up a consolation kill here.
Aggression. Oh, he great beautiful all the way back to the turret. He got some airtime on that one. Cool's going to be going down, and Faker.
Many would consider this result an upset, but OMG definitely came out of the blocks starting off really fast. Getting that first blood into Corki really did help. Of course, we did see SK Telecom actually put up some resistance, but really OMG, once they stamped their authority on this game, they didn't let go. They were like a bulldog. And what we're going to see over the next couple of clips is just basically more of OMG starting to pick up momentum, starting to steamroll over SKT1.
Getting himself in. The Zanya's coming into play, but is there the burst damage to take him out? There is. They finalize the kill. Bengi's in and out of his own cataclysm. Piglet on the outside without the range to get the damage down yet, but now they're able to kite. Gogoing trying to make his way into the fight. Loveland, oh, gets taken out by the left side barrel. The hook barrel from Faker, the no-looker. Go going still on in pursuit of the fight. Bengi very low. Piglet trying to kite as much as he can. Cool just on the backside. He's not shielding. Go going. Throw the shield on him. He didn't have it. He put it on sand. Oh my gosh, but they still come up with the kills.
What? Okay, so they were
Back so far because he is left and right. But
SKT
here,
the bad spot.
They do want to engage. Strangledoring goes down. That is a huge dissonance in ball movement coming in from Cool, but they all get pushed back. Cool just went for another ride, and now they may be able to engage. Piglet, Faker, and Impact now grouped together, but it's Go-Going coming in. The Shockwave misses. Everybody was out of range of Go-Going, but the damage is still there. OMG is putting fear into
Time now to take a look at the final push of the game. How did OMG secure it? Well, they caught Faker out of position in River. That's what led to this. Once they realized they had Faker down, who's obviously probably SKT1's star player, they then pushed and decided, well, enough's enough. We're going to end this game right now. So let's see exactly how they did so.
2 kills on top of chasing down Faker. This one is definitely going to be an inhibitor turret. OMG just looking very, very strong right now.
We got a good amount of time on that death chamber for Faker at 30 more seconds. Bengi not going to make too much of an impact on his res.
Oh,
he is coming up. Piglet just on the outside gets taken down, and that is a shutdown for him.
Now they're just going to go on Nexus Search here. They've got 3 main members still down. Death Chambers, too long.
Going in Impact, trying to make a big play here. He throws down the Zanyas, but maybe a little too early. Everyone was able to walk out. He gets zeroed, surgically removed from the map. There goes San with the double kill coming in. The Nexus is open. It's over an 11,000 gold lead of OMG to take out S.
Let's move on now and take a look at TSM Snapdragon taking on Gear.EU. To be quite honest, a fairly uneventful game, so the highlight package for this relatively short. You will see in the first clip Wild Turtle on Corky picking up a double kill in River. Then you'll see some pressure on bottom, which leads to a double kill for X Special on support Fiddle, which was kind of weird to see at this level of play. And you will also see a double kill onto Wild Turtle as well. Game and Gear do manage to take down X Special, but that was indicative of a game that basically went TSM's way from almost the get-go.
Dragon is yet to go down. Mazarine's going to get engaged on. He will pop off him towards him. He's going to go down. He can't slide on through. That's going to be another kill. Wild Turtle picks it up.
NBS roam all the way down. Darius has his Shen off.
Dominus comes in there. It's Reginald they're going to focus on. Alan here manages to lock him down, but it's Wild Turtle they need to go for because Corky is doing damage.
Reginald use Renekton ult just to get Shen out of there. And there's X Special.
Crowstorm comes in. It's going to be a double kill, and it's X Special that picks them both up, and now they're in trouble. X Special, Stand United comes out. Darius is going to join the party. Exhaust used on towards Deadly Brother. X Special still just about getting away from this one. Stand United was actually cancelled. We'll check that out in a moment. Deadly Brother gets taken down. Alinier all on his own on the tower. He's going to get dropped. There's no way out of it here, and it's going to be another double kill for Wild Turtle. 8-1-2 now on the AD carry.
4 kills in the bottom lane, and the odd one and Reggie just turned that as Wild Turtle arrived. They're going to look to push on an inhibitor turret after that huge team fight win.
Big advantage being gained from Team Solo Mid here. They're going to have to hit and run because the spawn times are still pretty short. We're only 24 minutes into this game. Darius doing a fantastic job in the top lane. You can see MBS's hit points already very low. MBS did manage to get the stun on him to prevent it. The ultimate comes out from Mazarine. Not going to be enough. Effectively pushes TSM away.
TSM got everything they wanted with that last set of exchanges. Let's check out this team fight. X Special flashing in afterwards to make sure the fear landed on Mazarin. Both people are dead before they can react, and this was the turn that was so key for TSM. Obviously, Darius' ultimate got interrupted by Renekton in the top lane. So, as the odd one is charging his Vault Breaker, he runs back only to jump forward. It catches Deadly Brother off guard as Wild Turtle arrived, and Turtle flashes into the turret with turret aggro already on top of him because he was so confident in being able to pick up yet another kill.
Well, we talked about Team Solo Mid stepping it up when the World Championships comes around, and this time in the group stage. They weren't in the group stage, remember, in Season 2. They were the #1 seed, got that bye straight in towards, well, Azubu Frost, who you all know finished second in the Worlds last year. Can TSM, though, in the group stage this time around, start getting themselves some experience? Going into cold into that quarterfinal sometimes can be a disadvantage. Remember, this is a double round robin. These teams will be playing a lot of games before they get through to that quarterfinal. That could actually be a big advantage going into those quarterfinals.
It's going to mean the teams that come out of this group stage are at least really attuned to the gameplay environment here. They're going to have played 8 games apiece by the time they get there, and TSM is really looking strong to start off 1-0, which for them is a huge improvement win-wise over last year's World Championships. The confidence that they might gain from this knowing that they're such a momentum-based team could be absolutely huge. I mean, Wild Turtle alone, who has slumped so heavily from the first split to the second split. He died a lot in this last split. In the finals against Cloud9, he was getting picked on. He had some atrocious games against Cloud9, but now that he's safe and on Corki for him right now, he is just destroying Gaming Gear almost by himself here.
You can see Inspire is going to get locked on. Reginald comes in. Wild Turtle finishes him off. NBS now having to slice and dice away, but they are just getting picked off at will. Alunir, well, he slides away. Tries to get away.
As I alluded to, a fairly lackluster game between Gear.EU and TSM Snapdragon. What we saw after that bottom lane pressure was basically 101 League of Legends from TSM. They closed out the game with the aid of a Nashor pickup towards the end. Not much that Gear could do to reply. They basically played as well as they could do given the situation, but it was down to Wild Turtle, really. He finished 10-2 and I believe 5 in the end. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 10-2 and 5 was his actual finishing score, so he basically played out of his skin. And once he gets farming that Corki, he's almost unstoppable. So, Gear.EU looking like they probably won't make it out of groups at this point.
Nothing about this one. They are stuck within their own bases and in desperate trouble in their first game of the World Championships. Team Solo Mid starting out strong. Happening right there. He's got over 4,000 hit points. Shadow Dash lands across. Inspire is just going to get dropped down by Wild Turtle. That's going to be Assault and Battery on towards Deadly Brother. Reginald just locking up and taking down. Wild Turtle picks another one down. Mazarini gets focused. Can't even use the Zoni's hourglass in time. That is going to be surely the ace. Oh, onto the fountain. Wild Turtle tries to get on there, but
Time now to take a look at Gambit Gaming versus SKO Zone in what was perhaps the most anticipated game of day one. We will see in the first clip a first blood going the way of the guys from Gambit Gaming. Diamond managed to pick up that kill on Evelyn, and then we will see Alex each mop it up after a 2-for-1 engagement.
Off to the side from this one as Diamond gets locked up. There's a knock-up coming in on towards Alex Ich. Have they got the damage to finish this one off? Diamond is there going slow. There are the flashes over. Can they finish this one off? Dandy actually taking a lot of damage as well. Alex coming back in, but first blood goes down in the end to Diamond, but Alex will finish off, and it will be a 2-for-1.
We rejoin the game in around about the 12-minute mark. What we are going to see is Samsung Ozone basically get themselves out of a really sticky situation. Imp was sort of out of position on Vayne. He manages to escape. And then we see Dandy on J4 come in for the gank, which does lead to kills in favor of the Koreans.
They gain that pink ward control.
Imp is low.
And Imp is in all kinds of trouble here. Stranglethorn's going to go down. Will Imp be able to escape this one? He's actually burning here as Looper comes down. There is Dandy as well. Now it's Genja that's in trouble. He will fall. There's a kill onto Voidal. And now Diamond trying to get away. Flashes out of the Cataclysm. But Looper is charging in after him. Decides not to keep going with that one with Alex coming down.
Let's take a look now at how Gambit managed to take the mid-tier 2 tower. It was a good initiation from Darian that enabled this fight. We do see Genja going for the double as well on Kog'Maw, so some good AD carry play and some good tanking as well from Darian.
The rest of the team, they need someone in. Loopers off to the side.
Ozone might look to fight this one as the turret's going very low. Gambit initiate!
There is a throw of Alex Hitch back in. He will just spirit rush straight back out as a crescendo comes down. Looper low. Dandy's already dead. Taunt from Darian. They're not finished. Matter, he's going to get finished off. It's now Imp and Dade to save this fight for them. Diamond comes around the side. Imp still charging on down onto him. Is he able to get him? Yes, they were able to finish off in the end.
With the Russians starting to pick up momentum, what we are now going to see is everybody's favourite Russian mid laner, Alex Ich. He is on Ari. He's going to pick up a double kill. Genja again stepping his performance up. He goes for the triple, and this secures the ace. Has the myth of Korean supremacy been smashed? Well, Gambit would lead you to believe so.
Stan United going to get involved. Are they going to go for this one? They're managing to force them away. They are going to go for the fight. Crescendo comes through. Darian knocked up by the Stranglethorns as Looper gets involved as well. But look at Ozone. They're one by one being taken down. Imp got into the middle of them. They need to lock him out of this one. He will be finished off. It's Genja that picks that one up. It's a 4-for-2. Can Danny escape from this? He gets taunted up. Flashes towards the back to Genja. But he goes down. It's a triple kill and an ace for Gambit.
And Genja is just locking on to it.
After the uncontested Baron pickup, Gambit had the way with Samsung Goes On, which is something I never thought I would say. I thought it would be a much closer game than it was. Finally finishing up 21-8. How did Gambit secure the final kills? Well, they caught Daddy out of position, also managed to focus down Imp, and that left pretty much an exposed Nexus at that point. So, GG to Gambit. Samsung Goes On going to have to go back to the drawing board. I think the very idea that the Korean teams are just head and shoulders above the rest of the world scene has pretty much been put to pay at this point.
Between mid and the middle lane there is Danny. Is he going to go down from this one? He is. absolutely destroyed. Stan United comes in. Imp is down to less than half HP. He needs to stay alive here, but he's not going to stay alive. Darian will take him out. Looper in the middle of them. There is Genja flashing in. He's going to go now on towards Mata. Surely be able to finish him off from this one as well. He's close to getting away. Roots him underneath the turret. Looper died in the end as well, and it's now only Mata to save Ozone here from a Gambit defeat.
And Joe, this looks like a landslide victory for Gambit. They never let Ozone back in, and there is the surrender.
Surrender.
And finally, time to take a look now at Fnatic versus Vulcan Tech Bargains, the last of the games we will be recapping for day one. We are going to jump in at about the 17-minute 30 mark, a 3-2 scoreline in favour of Vulcan Tech Bargains. The reason I didn't show any of the start, it was pretty standard really. A lot of posturing for position, no real commitment from either side, a lot of respect shown. Not really highlight worthy to be honest, but this next clip most definitely is.
Fnatic are looking for a narrow window for openings. Unfortunately, there's a gank pinching on Soaz right here. This could be rough.
Soaz is in a bit of trouble, takes some damage there. Zuna carries on Assault and Barry, slams him into the ground. Omen of Death goes down as he continues to try and focus out Zuna. Will get taken out as Zuna gets away cleanly thanks to Valkyrie and Mancloud. Just 1v1 Cyanide, a full burst combo takes
But
him
Smithy's
down.
going down right above Baron.
And we hit Zuna saves Smithy. What a flash ace in the hole.
With Zuna pulling off one of the more clutch blocks you will ever see at this level of play, Vulcan Tech Bargains riding pretty high. They had the momentum. What we are going to see in this next clip, however, is Fnatic applying pressure to mid. You are going to see Puzu destroy the tower, but then you're going to see Mancloud turn around on Orianna and just completely decimate Fnatic.
It's Vulcan realizing who's important, but Bloodwater gets caught.
Yeah, he's dead. There was way too much damage from Fnatic.
Yeah, okay, so down goes that, and this is actually finally an opening for Fnatic. As they got a pick, Infinity Edge is done, they can go for a turret.
Well, they're going to be able to focus this one down. 3 members of Fnatic facing off against the single defending member of Zuna. Look at the sides though. Xmithy as well as Mancloud may be coming in. Charging up the Vault Breaker as Xmithy throws himself down. Catches Pushu. The Shockwave throws 3 of them backward. Xmithy chunked down low as Fnatic back away. They do have one down as Psycho Sid throws the Wither onto Peke. Zuna, Valkyrie. Closes out another kill for Mancloud. That's a triple for Mancloud. The highest kills in NA, and now the highest kills in this game at 5-1-2. Vulcan aren't done yet. Wither goes down. The Ring of Frost locks them up as we do see Peke.
After the triple kill on mid, Mancloud was most definitely fed. He was the one who was basically doing the damage for Vulcan Tech Bargains. In this next clip, we are going to see Mancloud tanking a lot of damage. He does manage to get himself back out. He then reinitiates, picks up a kill, and from that point forward, it's pretty much a full-blown conclusion the way the game's going to go.
Managed to make away. They've caught out Mancloud. Glacial Tomb goes down. They continue to focus him. Cyanide is going to fall. That was a 3v1. That Mancloud has survived. Xmithy throws down Pushu in the background. Peke still chasing. Mancloud gets out cleanly. Zuna still alive in the background as the Omen of Death is going to get popped. Now Xmithy turns his focus over to Yellowstar. You can see
With day one now officially in the record books, it is time to take a look forward to day 2 of the LCS World Championships. Some great fixtures to come, so without further ado, let's pull those up right now. We can see the first game of the day will be Team Mineski taking on Samsung Ozone. That should be a fairly one-sided affair, to be quite honest. The next game will be Vulcan Tech Bargains taking on Gambit, a battle of North American and EU powerhouses. Next up, we will see Samsung Ozone take on Fnatic in what could be the best of the second day's games. Then we'll see Mineski probably getting crushed by Vulcan Tech Bargains, to be quite honest. And finally, Fnatic versus Gambit, a battle of the 2 EU Mastodons. So, some great fixtures to come. We will have more of these video recaps to come as well. You can check them all out on Game Sports Network. That is the YouTube channel. You can follow myself on Twitter at Jason_Atkins. I will tweet when we release the second episode, of course. We will be trying to do one of these for each day. Whether that's possible, I don't know, but we will try and keep on top of it. It means probably by about day 15, I will be a complete wreck because obviously, you know, I'm on a European time schedule, whereas it's West Coast. So you're talking 9 hours difference, which is, you know, fairly sizable at the end of the day. So from everybody at Intel, it is time to bid you adieu, and we will catch you on the flip side.